All right, so we are finishing up on our high school warm-up session. Jefferson is the last team to warm up, and then just a few minutes, we will start high school with the technical and open, and that will be it for us recording today with Home Team Sports. And, of course, we will always post the results online to keep everybody updated. In just a few minutes, we'll begin. Thank you.
Right, Destiny. So after the high schools perform their technical cheer and their open routine, there will be a small break, and then the teams, middle and high school, will compete in what's called the sideline division. That's more of a game day style cheer. It can include some stunting as well. And they will also then compete in what's called stunt pod. Stunt pod is when you only have one group take the floor and they do their most difficult stunts and they get judged. It's about a minute routine.
Yes, yes. It's nice to have, to be able to do that as well, to kind of get that game day style. Hence the name of our team, Game Day. One thing that we really try to do is kind of get into the trend of game day right now. It's kind of too much for our competition team to do both, and so we're trying to develop another team to be able to compete at that game day level, just because the style is a bit different. And so right now warming up is our game day cheer team. At Jefferson we have quite a few members, and so we're able to make actually 2 varsity teams. One's our comp team that competes at the regional and state level, and this here is our full game day team that competes after states once the comp team's finished to kind of work on their routine and choreography. So we're excited to be able to see them compete today.
In addition to that, they also join us on Friday Night Lights.
Yes.
When we have home games, they participate in cheer. That way we can have a lot more athletes at the games cheering and riling up the crowd.
Yes.
And they also participate during basketball season and cheer some varsity games then as well.
Yes, they are able to letter, which is nice. There's always a lot of talent that comes out, and so it's nice to be able to cheer at all of our varsity events.
Exactly. So they get to letter even though they are not on our comp team, since in West Virginia you are limited on your varsity comp team to 13 who can compete.
So it looks like they're finished warming up tumbling. They have a couple alternates out there that had a couple injuries.
I was happy to see, Destiny, that several members of our state championship competition team have come out today to support the Game Day cheerleaders. Game Day does a great job when we're warming up before our competition season of coming into the gym and watching our cheer and routine
and rooting us on
and cheering us on. So though we did not make it mandatory for our competition team to come and support Game Day, several of them are here, and that warmed my heart today.
Yes, I love that.
Wow, Game Day's looking good with their tumbling.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm rooting for them. I know I'm biased because it's, our program, but, they've been through a lot. So I'm rooting for them today and rooting for all the teams. It's hard, again, to go through the entire season without injury or, someone having to quit or
lack of commitment.
Yeah, and so it's nice to see these teams able to pull it together no matter what they've been thrown at, to be able to put a routine out there or a cheer or sideline or a stunt pod. So it's exciting to see the high schools and middle schools continuing.
It gives a lot more students the opportunity to cheer for Jefferson.
Yes.
And Game Day is coached at Jefferson by Dawn Udi. She's been with us for 7 years now. And again, we talked earlier about Jenny Duncan, who was the Harpers Ferry Middle School coach for several years. Yes. She has not done it in a few years, but she came out this year, and she's one of our volunteer coaches this year. It's
been great. We've had we have a great staff.
And we are a fun group.
Yeah, we like to think so. On and off camera. So now warm-ups are done. So now we have 4 teams in the high school division. We have Musselman High School going first, Martinsburg following, Spring Mills after that, and Jefferson finishing up the competition that we will be recording. Again, there is more competition going on, sideline, stunt pod, tumble off. and jump off, but we are only broadcasting through the technical and routine portion, kind of what you would typically see at a normal like high school competition.
Correct.
So we'll be broadcasting until the last high school team, and then of course we'll follow up online with our results.
Awesome.
With everything. So now the judges should be coming in soon, and once they take seat, our first team, Musselman High School, will be taking the floor. I do think during warm-ups we saw that Spring Mills is not doing a routine.
They might be, but we didn't see them warm it up.
Yes, so they may just be doing technical and sideline, which you'll be able to see the technical sideline. I'm sure there'll be videos posted online, but we'll be a little surprised if they just kind of go out there and wing it.
They might.
Yeah.
And a lot of times at this competition, high school teams will fill in spaces with a couple varsity members.
Yes.
I know in years past at Jefferson we have done that.
Mm-hmm.
This year we didn't. But some of the teams we've seen here today have some varsity and JV members. Again, it's very difficult to get to this point in the season. We begin August 1st or slightly before or slightly after that with our high school teams. So to keep student interest and commitment and cooperation through what is almost March 1st is extremely difficult. So teams will pull
from their varsity
to fill in gaps and allow members that are on JV or game day to have the opportunity to compete.
Yes, which is really nice for them to step up and step in to be able to compete fully as a program, JV and varsity. It's really nice that we have these competitions, again, for these athletes to showcase their hard work and dedication. It's hard being a cheerleader, you know. And we're just still waiting for the judges to come in to start the high school portion of the technical and open routine.
It'll be any minute now, I feel like.
Yes, it is a long day here at Martinsburg High School. Again, I think teams got here around 8 o'clock to start warming up, and I don't think this competition will actually finish until almost 7 o'clock this
right,
evening.
At least with the wards,
yes.
Correct.
And when you go into Stunt Pod, I believe there's like 15 individual groups that get to do a minute routine and showcase kind of their difficulty just based off that one group. You don't have to stay on time with anybody. You just kind of focus and worry about yourself. And then following that, there is sideline. That's only about 45 seconds per team. And then you have individual stunt and jump off. So an individual athlete can go out there and showcase their jumps or a tumble skill that they maybe weren't able to do in the routine because you're a little bit more tired and exhausted. So you want to kind of play a little bit more safe.
You can put your more difficult tumble pass out there.
Yes.
Correct. Or your jumps might look better because you're not doing the cheer before it.
So it's a kind of a way to showcase individually your talents, and usually the judges that are judging the technical open and sideline are not judging your running tumble off and your jump off. Usually it's someone
maybe a college cheerleader or
a past
like
cheerleader
that.
or something like that. Just
or
because it's a lot.
Coach. It's a long day.
Yes, and we've done the individual, and it's exhausting.
Yes.
Then you kind of forget, like, wait, did I like that jump better
exactly.
before? So it's hard.
It's hard.
Yeah. We try to kind of avoid that situation to not have to judge that.
I do see Musselman's JV coaches.
Okay, they're waiting to. Okay, and here comes Charlene and here are the judges. Wonderful.
So again, Musselman High School's head coach is now Bree
Howard, who is not here today.
She's a former Musselman cheerleader, and this is her first year as head coach.
And it looks like
for the competition team over at Musselman.
Yes, and her assistant Ashley looks to be either one of the JV coaches, and she's accompanied by a lady. I'm not familiar with her or her name, but it looks like they have two coaches here today with their JV team.
Once you have been around the cheer world as long as we have, 15 years together, you get to know everybody.
Yes.
It's a very small circle.
It is. And we all lean on each other for, like, help or questions, you know. We may not all hang out and go to dinner together, but...
Some of us do.
Yes.
But our theory has always, or our philosophy has always been... may the best man win. So we, unlike some other parts of West Virginia, don't have any animosity towards other teams or other coaches. We we're friends with everybody. We wish everybody well.
Yeah.
We just want to do a little bit better than everybody else.
As do they, right?
As do they.
We have some friendly competition.
But them doing bad does not make us do better.
No, that's exactly right. We wish everyone the best. I'm excited to see the high schools off season. This is kind of like all season.
Too. I'm excited for the high school portion.
Yes.
The middle school portion really got me pumped up.
I know. They did great. And now, like, they've been sitting in the stands this long. Now they have to re-warm up sideline, re-warm up stunt pod, and kind of go back at it, get back into it.
The high school teams, that's exactly right. And now the middle school teams have to sit through this part before awards.
Yes. All right, we have Musselman
on
ready
deck.
to go. Yes. Let's get this party started. That's a popular chant.
Yes.
All right, a little
Here
hop
they
skip.
Come. Oh, I'm really liking those uniforms.
Yeah, they look good on the floor.
Very sparkly. Like the M in the corner of the skirt, the apple on the back.
Yeah, they have quite a few out there.
Yeah, this is a big group.
We see little Fields out there. She's a powerhouse tumbler.
Part of their varsity cheer program
Yeah.
also.
Don't think she's flying, though. I think she's fronting.
She flies on the comp team, right?
Yeah.
So again, we start just like in middle school with the technical cheer. Same rules apply, no stunting, no tumbling, and it can only be between 30 and 40 seconds.
Cute.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Quite a few transitions. So again, some of the things we're looking for in the technical cheer is precision of motions, being in the right position in the formation. The higher difficulty points will be awarded to teams that do multiple transition of formation, and that is because it's very difficult to get 15 athletes from one position to the next and
seamlessly.
to be appropriately placed. That's
right. You have to make it look easy but still look strong. Smile while you're doing it. Toes pointed. It's a hard game.
It is.
And sometimes when you make it look too easy, you don't get kind of the credit, right?
Exactly.
Sometimes
it's just easy.
Right, a little
and
struggle kind of, right.
Take it from us. The beginning of the year.
Oh, I know. We're about ready to call it quits.
And again, we have this break of about 2 to 2.5 minutes where the judges, because they put so much emphasis on the scoring of the technical cheer,
to take their time.
It's 30% of the total score. They do take their time.
Yes.
And they get the scoring of the cheer out of the way first before open routine. That way their decisions aren't influenced by any skill level in tumbling or stunting.
Correct. One sat down. She's like, nope, it's not ready yet. I'm going to stand back up.
Right. This is a time when you should probably be a little chilled out,
Yep.
tie a shoe. You see a lot of athletes wipe their hands on the bottoms of their shoes. Can you tell us why?
Yeah, you don't want to slip.
So you're wiping sweat on the bottom of your filthy shoe.
Get the dirt on there.
Get some sticky on there to hold tight to your flyers.
It really was a big deal when you were on the hardwood because you didn't want to slide across the floor. And I think now it's just a habit. Like it's hard to break that habit.
I knew as a former cheerleader yourself that you would probably know why that's done.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like a nervous tick as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. You don't see people wiping the bottoms of their feet.
The mats are a lot easier. Yeah, fun facts.
We're here for you.
All right.
Is it time, Destiny?
Almost.
Our first high school
Looks
routine
like we have one
of the day.
more. All right, they're ready. Thumbs up about to happen.
There it is. Head safety judge
Here
gave the
it is.
motion.
Yeah. Nice cartwheel tucks. Some attitude and sass.
Oh, yes, they are smiling. I love it. You want to see them enjoy themselves.
Yeah. Or at least look like they are.
Wow.
Nice lift.
Oh, it's a twist down.
Yeah.
All three stunts hit. Flat back. Oh.
Little helicopter action.
Little helicopter.
Yeah.
Back all favor out.
Roll over. Fast transition. That's cute.
This is well synchronized too. I'm liking it.
Nice
Right.
toss.
So in the high school division, unlike middle school, you can hit a position.
Yes.
You can trick into the basket press.
Exactly right. All right, we're all up. Yes.
Some arabesque.
Yes.
Way to save it for the middle stunt. Fighting.
Dude, very nice. Even a 180 out there. Got Haley with the tuck.
Round off tuck. Some back handspring tuck.
Nice whip
Whip
pass.
pass. Whip tuck.
Yeah.
That is considered an elite skill on the
Very hard to do.
courses. Showing it. Tucking it back. Stunts by the middle fly. Oh, that was cute. May be able to dance it out now.
Yeah, very nice, Musselman. You know, once you hit that routine, it feels good to bring it home when you with that dance.
Seeing some attitude and some good
Cute.
style.
Great
Very
job.
good
Great
routine
job.
by the Musselman High School cheer
Yes.
team.
They
So
did a great job.
one of the ways that the judging has changed this year is that instead of all 5 of the judges scoring all parts of the routine now,
Yes.
they have specified specific parts of the routine that the judges are responsible for. So 2 of the judges are only responsible for scoring the stunting portion of the routine. 2 of the judges score the tumbling portion of the routine, and 1 of the judges scores the dance portion of the routine. So all 5 of the judges score the overall effect and the technical cheer.
Yes.
But the rest of it is broke down by judges, and actually it's so specific that position at the table
Yes.
is determined by what part of the routine
That you're judging.
you are judging. Can't tell you where they sit.
We think we figure it out a lot of the times.
But then I'm confused again. So that's one of the big ways that judging that we forgot to talk about has changed this year.
Huge. And we always say, like, just because one thing didn't work out, the next set of judges are judging the next portion. So you can't let it
Exactly.
carry on into the next
You
thing.
can't.
You got to leave it behind and just keep pushing.
But that was an extremely solid routine, and I
Yes.
feel like it's going to score pretty high today.
It will. Very nice.
They had some difficulty in stunting and tumbling that will be rewarded with
Great.
good points.
I love seeing all those numbers out there, all the athletes on the mat. I think they had, 17?
I did not count.
15? Oh.
But I'll tell you who did count is the judges.
Yes.
Because difficulty points are awarded based on how many participants you have on the floor. So, for example, if you have 13, you need to have at least 10 do a specific skill
To get those
in
points.
tumbling to get more difficulty
Yes.
points. So that's one of the things that the general public may not be aware of.
Right.
And why there might be some controversy
Yes,
surrounding
yes.
results sometimes in cheer.
It doesn't matter if you only have 4 when you need 10. You're not going to hit that score sheet.
Right.
So.
So before people make comment on a particular team that wins or loses,
Or place, right?
they should probably understand scoring and difficulty point award. The way that those are awarded
Right.
in the state of West
And again,
Virginia.
they're tiers, right? Like it's, you have your level 1, level 2, level 3, 4, and then you
Yes.
have elite. And you can't get that maximum point, even though it's on the score sheet, unless you're in a certain category. And I don't think that people understand what each category
or you have
has.
so many athletes that perform that particular skill.
That's
exactly right. And there's difficulty awarded in dance, stunting, and tumbling. Musselman just arrived back in the gym, and they are excited about their performance, as they should be.
Yes, they did great.
So next up is
Martinsburg High School.
We love these flame uniforms.
Yes, they look great on the floor.
They are fire.
I feel like I always miss my name being announced. Or I was just too nervous to realize. We'll start with their technical. They're usually very sharp.
And loud.
Yes.
Good timing in the job.
Nice roll transition.
They have a lot of transitions in each year. And again, that will score higher.
Yes.
Orange, black, and white. We always come prepared. Beware of the bulldogs. It's time to be scared.
Good voices.
Yes, great job. Really good job.
So now they wait. The nerves.
I know. The worst part.
Set in.
Other than being announced winner or not winner, this is like the worst part.
Right, I would say for most of our athletes, at least, the technical cheer portion of the performance is their least favorite.
Yes, yes.
They really want to get out there and show their skills in stunting and tumbling and dance.
Yeah, we're like, don't hold back on your voices. You get 2 minutes to catch your breath.
Exactly. That should be enough.
Right. We give you less. And, you know, I think that going to Musselman, their practice was probably pretty well ran. You can kind of tell sometimes teams how they warm up and stuff, how well prepared they are at practice, meaning not a lot of downtime, pretty strict scheduled. You know exactly what the next step is going. And I feel like Coach Sam, she tries to run a practice like that as well. We definitely do. We know exactly what we're doing, when we're doing it, how long we're doing it. And so that really does help to get the finished product out on the mat instead of going and kind of just working on bits and pieces. You got to have a plan.
Right, a practice plan.
Yes.
Because you only get a certain amount of time in the gym. You know, cheerleaders have to share the gym with other sports, obviously. So when you have your time in the gym, you really want to make it count. Now that we have mats and we can be in the small gym at Jefferson, things are a lot easier for us.
We finally like the small gym.
We do.
We don't fight for the big gym.
For the big gym. Now it's like basketball. Go ahead.
Right, take it.
Help yourself.
It worked out for everybody.
So I guess we're coming up on basketball sectionals and regionals.
I believe Washington girls are sectional champions.
That's right. I did see that.
They won that game Thursday night, which our game day actually practiced and then went straight into cheering the game.
They had to prepare for the comps.
Right.
See, people don't understand
you
what it takes to be a cheerleader.
And they were able to do those stunts at the games. Some successful, some not successful, but again, that's what it is in front of a crowd. It's different when you have a whole crowd in front of you.
Exactly. Just imagine the nerves. Charlene, the back safety judge, is up, so I'm going to assume that it's time.
Yes, music's on.
So good. Less difficult than a one-leg.
Yes.
Just for scoring purposes. It was well executed, though, and that is 10.
Nice and strong.
Points. Only 5 going. Good progress.
Yep.
Flexibility there.
brace front flip, you do have to have a hands-on spotter, so that would be their back spots that grip those hands of the flyers for them to be able to invert.
And again, when they're stunting, only 2 of the judges now are watching that part. So the hard point. And when they're tumbling, 2 others are watching.
The stunting judge can now not have to pay attention and focus on what she saw or he saw and work on those scores.
So some very strongly executed backhand spring tumble passes.
Yes.
And again, those will score well and execute.
They will. They were nice.
It didn't look difficult for the athletes at all. Now we have a one-legged stunt.
Yes.
Liberty is the body position.
You know, at this point, you're kind of tired, right? Like, you got to push through. They're moving her. Just you're going.
That's right.
Yes, that's how you finish.
It may be 1 point.
Right.
But they stuck it in the air, and that's what you need to do. Good for them.
Dance it out.
Yes.
Good job,
nice.
Martinsburg. Great job.
Again, a very solid performance from Martinsburg David.
And it's funny because, like, your determination and will and competition just kicks in. Like, when she was a little off, balance, off key, they're like, you're not coming out today.
Not today.
Get back up.
Right. And even though she couldn't fully pull her body position, she stayed in the air.
Yep.
And because of that, they will not lose any points on that part of the stunt. So
very nice.
Well done.
And sometimes you just have to trust and believe. And we always say, your flyers, they got you. Know that they got you. Lock out, they got you.
Right. Just stay up in the air.
Yep.
Let them handle their business underneath you.
Now the safety judges will talk to see if there's any points to be deducted or if not. Everyone wants to hit 0. That's always the ultimate goal.
Right. You hear that term a lot in All-Star cheer,
yes.
Hitting 0. You'll often see social media posts. We hit 0 today.
Yes. And we will go to break.
Helping families is my passion. It's what I love to do. Hi, I'm Cheryl Yates with ERA Liberty Realty. I've established a reputation for making your journey simple regardless of your price point. They say it takes a village, so I work closely with other professionals in the industry to make your experience a smooth one from start to finish.
We're so happy that we chose Cheryl Yates with ERA Liberty Realty to help us on our buying and selling process. If you would like a 5-star experience from top to bottom, choose Cheryl Yates.
As an Eastern Panhandle native, I possess an insight and knowledge of the area that is essential to reaching your goals. Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me. I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Atkins, broadcast announcer for Home Team Sports TV, sales consultant here at O'Beckett Motors.
All right, we are back. We have Spring Mills High School taking the floor. They will start with their technical. They are a smaller team out here competing today.
The uniforms are sparkling.
They are.
So this is the Spring Mills High School team.
Yes. And, you know, it's funny because you see all the different lengths in hair. That was a huge deal. You had to cut your hair. Now it doesn't matter if your hair ponytail goes by your bra strap. It just has to be out of your face.
Exactly.
Nice.
Or if it's curled.
Right.
Here we go.
There in their cheer.
So it looks like you were correct. They are not performing in the open portion.
All right.
But I think they will be back later. We
For
will not be
sideline.
on air, but we
Yes.
did see them warm up a sideline cheer,
Yes.
which will be later in the day.
Yes.
And here comes Charlene.
So they will talk about if there's any deductions there in cheer. It's very rare that you get deductions in cheer. I mean, I guess it was more when you could not touch on
Or
accident.
if you go over the time.
Time, yes.
Though I haven't ever heard of a team that has gotten deducted for the time.
Yeah, and I think everyone's just so paranoid about it. At least we are.
Right.
And you have no control of it. You can fight them and say every single day it's been 36 seconds, but if they got 40.1, you're donezo.
Again, I think they try to be generous when they press the button to start the timer.
Yes.
And then press it again to end it. They try to be generous
They do.
with their...
They're not out to get anybody. They're just trying to do their job.
Right, despite what people may think.
Right. We have Jefferson Game Day up next. Again, this is one of our programs at our school. At Jefferson, we have two varsity programs. We have a comp team, which is our regional and state team, and then we have our game day team, who is our varsity team that cheers with us at Friday Night Lights, and we alternate our basketball games. They've been preparing since the beginning of the season.
Just like us, except they had to wait to compete.
That's exactly right. So their season has been pretty long as well. And
they are primarily coached by Dawn Moody,
yes.
and assisted by Jenny Duncan. But, of course, Destiny is the head coach for the whole Jefferson High School cheer program, also has participated in some practices, especially lately.
Yes.
With all the mishaps lately.
With cheer, it's different, right? In basketball, you can put in a substitution, and sometimes, may not be the best shooter or defensive player, but the person knows the plays and knows what's going on. Whereas in cheer, everyone has a specific role,
Mm-hmm.
and not that person's not going to be able to maybe do what the person in that spot prior, and you have to then revamp your entire routine, change the entire thing. And so I think we started with 16 or 17. I think today we're competing 10. It just happens in cheer. But I'm excited to see them. I haven't seen them in a couple days, and so.
And if we tend to make a lot of positive comments about Jefferson, it's because we both coach Jefferson.
Right.
But we're trying to be unbiased.
No, but the teams have looked great. I'm actually very, very pleased with all their performances.
I'm impressed. I think this is the best the JV field has looked.
Yes.
In the many years we've been competing at this Palooza.
I agree. We're just waiting for the judges to kind of finish up on the scores for the technical for Spring Mills, and then Jefferson will be doing their technical and then also their open portion routine. And then that will be it for us broadcasting. We had a great time so far. Hopefully you enjoyed us.
It's been a really fun day.
All right, we have
Here
Jefferson
we go.
High School. They have lots of energy coming out. We love a run out. It helps get you pumped and in the mood.
Maybe get rid of some jitters, we
Yes.
can hope. And here come their coaches.
At this point, as a coach, you just want to go out in the hallway and just tell me about it later.
Right. You do not really want to watch this, trust me. Though you do want to see the video later.
Yes. Hopefully a good video you always want as a coach.
It's going to be hard for me not to yell.
Nice timing. Nice ripple. Very nice jump
I'm
here.
impressed. This is the first time I've seen them, Destiny.
Yes, very
They were
nice.
loud. Their jumps looked really well timed.
Yes.
I'm impressed. Good for them. Good smiles.
Yes, very nice.
Of course, we believe there could always be more smiles.
Never enough.
Right.
What did you mean you had to swallow your spit real quick? Nope, keep smiling.
Exactly. And weirdly, that's a uniform that my daughter, Danielle Snyder, wore her senior year.
Ah, little
Yes,
flashback.
It is. And she graduated all the way back in 2008. So that is a very old uniform.
Yes,
Boy,
it still looks good.
We keep good track of our uniforms.
We do.
And I say that in jest because that's actually one of our pretty big weaknesses in coaching.
Yes. We have a lot of uniforms.
We do.
Well, I'm excited to see them. See them pull together.
Oh, they're so nervous. I feel
know.
that. I'm actually a little sick to my stomach. I'm not going to lie. It's
like we're
a
down
Jefferson
there.
team, I know.
I'm sure Dawn's already
Oh, I'm sure she's sick.
under her chair.
I've never seen this routine,
Oh.
so I'm excited, Destiny.
Very nice. We have them kind of already set in stone. I wish they would kind of relax and chill out.
Dawn's trying to tell them
Yes.
to relax, but it's hard to say that. This is their first time competing this season.
It
and again,
is. Some of them ever.
Right.
Some of them have never
Oh,
competed.
that's true.
Yes.
And after all the issues that they've had this year,
Yeah.
we just wish them the best. I think they're competing one stunt pod other than Pyramid.
I agree, yes. I think they kind of do a little bit of connection in a couple stunts. They went from 3 to kind of 1.
Yeah, they dwindled.
But that cheer was strong. I'm very
I felt
proud
like
of
it
them.
was.
Yes.
Timing of the jumps was really good. I know she struggled a little with that this year.
The point jumper had nice pointed toes. They're still kind of in that set phase. They should just be
All
chilling
right,
out.
it's time.
All right, you got our little hurricane with the standing tuck, front walkovers. Little barrel roll action.
Back handspring
Yeah.
to forward roll.
Nice tail and goes. There we go. Nice twist out.
Oh,
Very
good
nice.
job, Hurricane.
Little fist action. Very
Some
nice.
standing back handspring. Way to save it.
Yeah.
Hurricane looks good in the air. She's
She
so
does.
solid now. This has been a development. Good for them
Yes.
for moving because she twisted a little out of that stunt pod.
Very nice, Hurricane. You know, Hurricane
They're
will-
catching her so high. I'm loving it. Sometimes you catch the flyer and their feet will hit the ground if you catch them too well.
Little tumble over action.
Very good. Round off that handspring. Very good. More round. Oh, a round off tuck. And then now we have hurricane.
Okay.
That's okay. This is her first time competing with the team, so we're super proud of her.
Nice front roll over.
So the fall in the butt will probably cost her about 5 points, truthfully. And there's another little bit of a struggle, TikTok, but she stayed. Oh, and I love her facial expression. You go, girl. Looks a
little trip in the back. Beth in the middle.
Carol in the middle. Bringing it, girl. Yes.
Great job.
I think they did very good. All things considered. That was fabulous. And of course, it's our team.
Yes.
We're proud of them. Well, that brings us to an end of our broadcasting day, I think, Destiny.
It has been great. You know, we were a little nervous. We've never done anything like this before. Like, what do you talk about? How do we keep it going? And I feel like we hopefully educated and entertained everybody and all the teams did a fantastic job.
Oh, I'm so excited
today.
We got to do this.
Yes, and again, we thank Home Team Sports for allowing us to do this, and I hope one day we'll be back again. We had a great time. Again, we only are broadcasting the technical and open portion of this competition. There will be scores or results later on or tomorrow morning with the outcome of the competition.
But the competition doesn't end until about
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Yes.
So don't look before then.
Yes, right, because they won't be there.
Right.
All right. Well, have you please tune into Home Team Sports and view our competition, and you can watch it live or play it back.
They also broadcast a lot of local sports.
Yes.
Competitions,
huge supporters. Yes.
Basketball games, etc. So tune in to Home Team Sports.
Thank you.
Helping families is my passion. It's what I love to do. Hi, I'm Cheryl Yates with ERA Liberty Realty. I've established a reputation for making your journey simple regardless of your price point. They say it takes a village, so I work closely with other professionals in the industry to make your experience a smooth one from start to finish.
We're so happy that we chose Cheryl Gates with ERA Liberty Realty to help us during our buying and selling process. If you would like a 5-star experience from top to bottom, choose Cheryl Yates.
As an Eastern Panhandle native, I possess an insight and knowledge of the area that is essential to reaching your goals. Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me. I'm the key to buying or selling your home.